Hey, hello Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well today. I'd like to begin as usual by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land, the very wet land I'm streaming from today. It's bucketing down outside. The Wallamatigal people of the Eora Nation. Pay my respects to their elders past, present and future. Recognise that it's their land, isn't it? They didn't give it away. Sovereignty wasn't ceded. Always was and always shall be Aboriginal land. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're having fun today. Yeah, all right. I got a little bit of this. Well, just a couple of bits of minor news. I saw today that it's confirmed that Tottenham Hotspur are going to be coming and playing in Melbourne a mere 3 days after the Premier League ends. They're going to be playing Newcastle. Now, I don't know if that's Newcastle United from the northeast of England or Newcastle over here, a few miles north of Sydney. But either way, I'm going to go. I don't care if I've got to walk there. I'm going to go. Probably, I'm not expecting the best lineup in the world because it's the Euros and all that sort of stuff happening as well. Although looks like we've only got James Maddison involved in that, but that's exciting for people over here to see the mighty Lily Whites march on in their preparations for their Premier League winning campaign next season. Speaking of which, Aston Villa drew West Ham under a bit of controversial finale there, but come what may, the result means all the kerfuffle that's gone on about our not so good performance versus who was it? Fulham. Didn't mean anything, did it? Didn't mean anything. Aston Villa cocked it up as well, so it don't matter, does it? Anyway, there's 10 games to go left in the season. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. So enough of that. I'll come over to the chat. How are we all going, folks? How are we all going? I saw Mr. M up here. Morning. Depressing weekend of football for us. Well, you know, Aston Villa buggering up wasn't too bad, was it? I mean, yeah, our game. What can you do, eh? What can you do? I don't know, man. Did you say you were a drum and bass DJ? Because there's another drum and bass guy in the chat here called Future Music. You should check his channel out. If that's, what was it, dubstep you were doing? But if you do drum and bass, I'll find the link and put it in the chat because it's really good. I listen to it. It's funny how you bump into these little music channels and they've got like 2 followers and they're doing really good stuff. There's no justice in the world. Mark N, good morning. Good morning, my friend. How are you? I'm very well. How are you, Mark? How are you, Mark? Oh, I'll tell you what, this could be... Mark N reports that Forest will learn their fate. God, teleprompter crew can't even get their spelling right, can they? Will learn their fate from the FA today. What are they out for? Are they out for a few points? 10 points? 20 points? I don't know what they're up for, are they? But they did spend like drunken sailors before they got promoted to the Premier League, to no avail. still a bit ordinary, really, aren't they? So I don't know, it wasn't worth it. Yeah, well, there you go. Well, that's interesting. So we've learned a bit about Everton and their appeal and all that. That's all wrapped up. And now Nottingham Forest. What about Manchester City, the boring cheating team? What about them? When are we going to find out about them and the 155 million charges of malfeasance and moral turpitude? That's what I want to know. When are they going to clamp down on them? It's one rule for the big kids and the new big kids with their, with their capacity crowd stadium, And it's one rule for the I don't know, they're that small actually, Everton and Knight Forest. But you know what I mean. Whoops, don't want that. That's what I want. Oh, here he is.
I am Spursicus.
I saw your comment today, so that's why you picked the name, eh, Spursicus? Yeah, I don't know. I just did a video. I cocked it up as usual. You may have noticed when I do my little videos, I don't really know what I'm going to say until I turn the camera on, which results in me cocking up a few words. And I got someone's name wrong, which is a crime. I said Danny Rose. It should have been Danny Thomas, shouldn't it? But you picked that. So that's what Spursy means to me, though. It means great, good stuff. Not, we're being Spursy. You can piss off. God, there's sacrilege using that term in the pejorative. Is that the right word? Pejorative? Negatory? I don't know. Here we go. And this is another word. When I uploaded it, I forgot to say this, man. You're right. Excuse me. You're right. Yusarium. Evening, Paul and Hippies. Spursy equals glory. It's that simple, isn't it? Yep, Danny Blanchflower. It's the greatest fallacy that the game is about winning. It's nothing of the sort. The game is about glory. It's about doing your stuff with style, with a flourish. It's about going out there and beating the other, not waiting for them to die of boredom. It was good enough for Danny Blanchflower. It's good enough for all of us, I reckon. Thank you, Yusarian. Shamu Vandervu got accused by an old person today that Mozart wouldn't be your sort of music. Oh, wow. What a diss. God, it's like East-West Coast hip-hop feud all over again, that, isn't it? Mozart I don't know, Mozart's really my thing. Classical music, some Bach, some Beethoven. I like a bit of opera, but I like going to see opera. I don't like listening to it so much. It's more of the whole thing, seeing it. But did you stand? You stood them corrected then, did you? Mozart, you're on the OG. See, you're even using gangster phrases, aren't you? OG? What do you mean, OG? Shamu Vandervu, I might fly over for that. Yeah, swim. Do what you have to do, man. Get over here. Because it is the start. It would be the start of the training. It would be the start of the Ange Postecoglou choo-choo for 24-25. That's what it's going to be. Be there or be square there. And no, not mentioning that. Thank you very much. None of that. No mentioning the Dragons tonight, Yusarian either. Yusarian was very well behaved yesterday. Maybe he's giving us a day to grieve before he just puts the boot in. Still second in the league, don't worry about it. Hey, g'day, it's James Paratroop. Good morning, Paul. I'm feeling super Spursy today. That's it. Super Spurs. That's what we were called, man. Super Tottenham. Super Spurs. And that was at the time where, it was like Superman fever. Anyway, that was not long after Superman the movie came out. It was Super Spurs because we were super. Spursy. Talk sport. I didn't listen to it, but I saw there was a clip there saying, we weren't Spursy, we were shambolic.
We weren't Spursy, we were shambolic.
Off. Yeah, 115 FC. That's it. What's that? LC. CXV. CXV FC. Here we go. Here we go. Tottenham are blaming for this one. Like Everton tried to. What is it? Hang on. Let's get the comments thing up. I've fixed it. Let's do that. Forest are in the dock for not selling Johnson 2 weeks before he was sold to us. Everton tried to pull that crap on us as well, didn't they? We're always the bad guys. I like it. They held out for an extra 20 million, and it passed their deadline to balance the books. Well, sorry, Forest. You should have known that, shouldn't you? Should have known that and sold him before the deadline for a bit less. Trying to be too clever. Trying to be too clever. What's those business rules called? I don't know. Was it Saxe Coburg Gotha or something? They're trying to fiddle. No, I know that's not it, but I don't know what it's called. There's these books. Yaxley Lennon. No, that's Tommy Robbins. I don't know. There's these books. They're trying to fiddle them anyway. Sorry, and yeah, no, I am Spursicus. We're all Spursicus. We're all Spursicus.
We are all Spursicus.
Shamu Vandervoo, will you be driving down like an Ange Postecoglou privilege to Melbourne? Bit of a hike? I think I might actually. It's a drive I haven't done before, and a friend of mine's done it quite a lot. It's a nice drive, so it's only 10 hours to Melbourne anyway. So you know, I might make a bit of a little event for it, a little bit of a road trip, do a couple of videos on the way down. Be fun. Pilgrimage. Maybe hitchhike down. I don't know about that. Some dodgy characters over here. Matthew. You know I'm going to say this, don't you, man? Come on. Have a guess. Matthew asks, can we win a trophy next season? We can win 4. Possibly if we're in the European, if we're in Europe. I watched a bit of, for a stream, just getting a bit of a Spursy mood, I watched a bit of old Tottenham versus Wolves in the 1972 UEFA Cup final. Martin Chivers, man. Martin Chivers. Kapow. Kapow. Oh, he was good. Brilliant. And it was, who scored the goal in the second leg? Oh, I can see him. I can see him in front. I can picture him. I can see him. Ah. Let me go through the letters on my keyboard. That's my old trick. T-U-V-P-A-S-T J-K-L-M-V-C. Ah! I can see him. He managed for a bit as well. I can't remember. No, I've got to find his name. Oh, this is frustrating. The old memory. I'm going to kick myself. I know I want to kick myself when I see who did it. Mullery. It was bloody Mullery. That's why I hovered around the M a bit. Alan Mullery. Really good it was. Wolves didn't stand a chance, unlike these days where they seem to eat us for breakfast every time we play them. But I'm sure those days will change. So, yes, we can win a trophy, Matthew. Shamu Vandervoo. I would fly to Sydney and do that with you. Huh? And yeah, I'll be eating Portuguese chicken on the way down. You don't want to be in the car with me, mate. Back-to-back Tiger Cups. I wonder what they'll call the cup over here. Are they going to call it something? They're going to call it, they can't call it like kangaroo, wombat, koala. It's going to be something like that, isn't it? It's like this, the Australian sporting trend for adding roos onto the end of everything, the Socceroos. I think Johnny Warren wasn't a big fan of that name, but he was called Captain Socceroo anyway. Hockey roos. Do we have the basketball roos, or I don't know, everyone's a roo. James Paratrooper, Christopher Reeve will always be Superman. R.I.P. Christopher. Yeah, he was the best on the big screen. George Reeves was pretty good on the telly, though, wasn't he? It was the first film that I wanted to see in the cinema, and it's still one of my favourite movies. I still dig it out from time to time. I think it's fantastic. I know when he flies around the world turning time backwards, it's a bit crap, but I don't care. Matthew says, I'm getting jealous now. Jealous of whom, Matthew? Where are your green eyes gazing, man? United, after playing so bad this season, now is on the verge of winning the FA. Well, they're not yet, are they? They're not in the final. They're in a semi. I don't get jealous about it. I mean, if we're not going to win it, are we? We're out. So it don't matter who wins it, does it? I mean, you jealous of who else? Coventry? It don't matter, does it? Well, it doesn't matter to me. Don't care. Bloody hell, what's this? What the hell happened yesterday, Paul? What? Where? Who? What? What, in the football? We got... We got fucked. That's what happened. Can happen in football sometimes, eh? Shamu Vandervoot, keep me in the loop. Without anyway, Paul, because I don't know anyone in Melbourne. I'll sleep on the AC/DC lane if I have to. Yeah, I don't know anyone in Melbourne. Just bobble down with a tent. Pitch up on the wicket of the MCG. I'm sure they don't mind that sort of thing down there. They're very accommodating old Melburnians. Kev Knight. Hi, Paul. Hi, Kev. Good to catch you. Yes, I was disappointed at losing. Comments all gone nuts. Excuse me. I was disappointed at losing to Fulham. I think we all were, weren't we? We all were a little bit. But I was more disappointed at losing our 39-game scoring run. Well. It's still 30. It's still a good run. Still a good run. By the way, your new equipment seems to be working well. I know.
It's great.
I love it. It's so much fun. Outlaw, the basketball team is called the Boomers. Oh, okay, yeah, Boomerang. Oh, God, yeah, okay. It's just, come on, Australia. It's like, the Boomers. The Redback Spider Cup. Now that would be something worth winning, wouldn't it? I'll have some of that. Don't lift the lid off. Unless another team wins it, you just fill it full of like Australians' most dangerous things, like box jellyfish in a pool of water or something. They take a sip, like alien jumping out all over their face. Tricky, reckon Coventry will give Manchester United a good game for their run in the semi-final. I'll have to see how I feel nearer the time, man. But I suppose now that Coventry... Actually, maybe I will change my mind. Look, the worry I have is reliving 1987. But on the other hand, if they beat another good team, then it sort of gets us out the shit a bit, maybe, doesn't it? Come on, Coventry. I've totally flipped on that. I'm a flip-flop, unreliable, Hotspur hypocrisy. That's what it is. I'm a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. Come on, Coventry, you can do it. Maybe then they'll change the name of their fanzine from Gary Mabbott's Knee to something else. I think it's still... Is it still called Gary Mabbott's Knee? I know it's called that for years. Coventry fanzine. Oh, Sky Blues Talk. Sky Blues Talk. Ah, that's nice. Ah. Sky Blue Army. No mention of Gary Mabbott's Knee. Hey, oh, maybe all is forgiven. Better just Google that as well. Gary Mabbott's Knee. No. That's all gone. Hey, well, that's all right. That's all right. Coventry. Go on, Coventry. Smash him. Mark in. Leverkusen are 4 games away from winning the German league. Is it wrapping up that soon, is it? Is it that soon? Whoops. Let's have a look at the old table. Bundesliga. Table. So what we got here? Oh, God, they're 10 points clear. Bloody hell. So 17, so they play 34 games. 34, so that's 8. That's 24. 24, so that's 80. What? It's more than that then, isn't it? Oh, look, there's the table. You be the judge. Oops. James Paratrooper. Spurs is the epitome. Oh, I didn't fix all of my webcam stuff. I thought I'd address that. It's jumping about a bit. I'll fix it. Thought I'd address that. All right. James Paratrooper. Spurs is the epitome of man in the arena speech by Teddy Roosevelt. Not familiar with that one? Yeah, American presidents. Pfft. Overrated. Overrated. I might have a look at it sometime. Did he actually write it, though? He was a weirdo, wasn't he? He was a bit of a nutter. He's just bugger off for months on a horse. Tried to get re-elected and he didn't. He couldn't do it. People had moved on. Harper Lee, how did you let the Dolphins do you dirty like that? It wasn't me, was it? It wasn't me. And it's usually the commentators. I don't know, commentators are weird. I think they are watching a different game to me because they sort of say, oh, St George tried and all that sort of stuff. And like all last year they were saying, oh, Ben Hunt's really good. He's not, he's just walking around with his hands on his hips all the time. I don't know. Well, it's Wayne Bennett's second year, isn't it? So maybe the Dolphins are going to surprise a few other people. That's the straw I'm clinging to, that one anyway. A Kiwi, I'll get mugged. Gah, where's your spirit, man? Mugged. They're soft over here, don't worry about it. They're soft. Should move on to some flaming Kiwi Drongo Spurs fano. There's probably a few. There'll be a few in Melbourne, isn't there? I hope they're going to play like South Melbourne. I mean, that'd be brilliant. That would be so cool. Here we go. You're sorry. And the most disappointing thing for me about our infrequent underperformances, which I looked at yesterday, and I think, well, you were there, weren't you? It's like 4. Something like 4, wasn't it? 4 stinkers. 4, you know. One, where is it? Like that. 4 like that. Are the ridiculous reactions from fair weather fans who lose the plot. They've lost their nerve, man. Lost their nerve. They've bottled it. Bottled it. Ah! Every time. Oh, we've got to change. We've got to fold. We've got to capitulate on our principles. God's sakes. Ah, well, what can you do? They don't seem to come here, though, so that's good. Super Chats memberships are available. Smash that like and subscribe. Shamu Vandervu will probably just book some lame motel for 2 days or something. Yeah, some dodgy. It's all right. It's just a bed, isn't it? Just a bed, don't matter. That's what I always do when I'm travelling. I don't care where I stay. I've stayed in some really, you know, there was one in. There was one. It was over. I won't say where it is because I don't want to be disrespectful, but it was some. I'll just say it was somewhere in Europe. I'll just say that, and got in the hotel room, and I don't know what a corpse smells like, but I've got a fair idea that there'd been one in this room recently because it was just a smell I just wanted to escape from immediately. I did manage to change my room though. The smell's here, and I go, "What? What's your problem?" It's like forensic files in here. If you got a UV light, I bet there's like Sydney Harbour fireworks display. I don't know what was going on. Harper Lee. Oh, they're called boomers after the big red kangaroos. Oh, just a blowing. I thought it would be boomerang. Big red kangaroos. They're called boomers, are they? I've not heard that phrase before. Well, I think people should write into the Department of Home Affairs and ask them to rescind my passport. You can't do that. I'm as Australian legally as anyone. It's the law, eh? You're sorry, I should have been called the Boomeroos. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. How twee, how quaint, eh? How quaint. Now, Yusarian, do your mobs play the didgeridoo? Because I know people think that everyone that's Aboriginal is into the didgeridoo, but it's up north, isn't it? Am I right in saying it's mainly up north? Is it your mob or is it further north than you? Tricky one, Hotspur Hypocrisy. That's what it is. The clue's in the title. You got Hotspur, right? Because I talk about Tottenham. Hippie, because I talk about like other stuff sometimes, very, you know. But it's a hypocrisy, isn't it? It's a hypocrisy. It's on the tin. It's on the tin. The Outlaw. Any good games to watch over the international break? Hey. It's hard to find that, isn't it? I tried searching the other day and I didn't really have much luck. International men's football games this weekend. Oh, well, I'm being pretty specific here. International fixtures. Oh. What a sleuth. This is a really good one that means something. I might be up for... It's not saying whether they're friendlies or not, though, or qualifiers, or nah. What we got? Lithuania, Belarus. Nah, I don't know. Wales, Finland, Bosnia, Ukraine. Dobro. Mi smo spremni. Lithuania versus Gibraltar. Gibraltar on a country? There are. Oh, well, apparently they are. Oh, I don't know. Nothing grabbed me there, man. Shmoo Vandervoo, North Korea versus Japan? What? Really? Okay. Thursday, New Zealand time. Okay. That'd be interesting. I'm sure that'll be reported over there as a 10-0 win to North Korea, though, won't it? Oh, they're doing their World Cup qualifiers. We're doing World Cup qualifiers already. God, it's just... Oh, it never stops, does it? Never stops. Dosty, yeah. Ah, it's Craig the Gecko Man. Oh, that reminds me. Well, it's time to check out the tipping competition now that the games have all done, aren't they? There's only a few games, though. No doubt I've had a really good showing again. Following on from last week. Here we go. Where's the whistle? Where's the whistle? Oh, I'll do a whistle myself then. There we go. All right. Or you can feel the tension, can't you? Week. Oh, that's all right. Even though I think everyone's like lost interest. Just can't be asked. Oh, well, I'll have that. I don't care. Got to be in it to win it. So Andrew G, Peter Mac, Derek Osborne, Aussie's Dream, Barney, mate, top 5. I can't even say myself because I finished 6th. How are we doing for the month? Creeping up there. Andrew G, Tot Spurs, Ronald M, Barney and Peter Mac on the top 5 in the season. Peter Mac, I might have to... Doing a bit of Lance Armstrong there. Glenn Oddall, Aussie's Dream, Dirty Sanchez, Future Music, and Craig the Gecko Man, eh? Craig the Gecko Man, and here he is. Visited us with his greatness. Well done, Craig, you're flying high. Shmoo Vandervoo. Yeah, a bit late for me. 11:23 kickoff on a weeknight. Yeah, no. Harper Lee. Matt Hunt. Do you mean Matt Hunt or Ben Hunt? The Rashford of the NRL. Oh, it's not a bad shout. Didn't Rashford scored the other day? Oh, even Ben Hunt scores sometimes, though, doesn't he? Shmoo Vandervoo. England-Brazil on Sunday. It's a friendly, though, isn't it? And it's like a boring England team versus what appears to be a fairly mediocre Brazil side at the moment. It doesn't excite me, really. It doesn't excite me, unfortunately. Nothing at stake, really. Richie hopefully will stay on the bench. Oh, he got some minutes for us, doesn't he? Didn't he? Oh, well, we'll see how Richie goes. Shmoo Vandervoo. Jared Hayne is Mason Greenwood. Here we go. James Paratrooper, best thing Teddy Roosevelt did was create national parks like Yellowstone. Yeah, something we don't quite have in Australia for some weird reason. We don't really have sort of state-owned land here. It's all Crown land. Crown land. Isn't that quaint, eh? Crown land. Gah. Giannis Rubilis, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Thanks for your support, man. I'm a Roosters boy myself. Oh. 27 years before we won a cup. Spurs got it easy. Is that right? Is that how long you went, was it? Wow. But there's only one cup over here, though, isn't there, every year? So it is pretty tough to win. But yeah, congratulations on your nice new football stadium that we all paid for. Harper Lee, England versus Brazil and France versus Germany. See, France versus Germany, but it's not a qualifier, is it? So, I mean, I'll probably prefer to watch that. Mate, no, I'd watch England-Brazil. Maybe I will watch it. I don't know. What time's it on? What time's it on? Is it on some silly time? 6 a.m. on Sunday? Possible. Sanchez, excuse me. Oh, dear. Sanchez, Bethnal Green, morning, Paul. Dubby and tea time. Give my fingers a rest from playing. What were you playing? You probably told me before, but you know, it plops out one ear in one ear and out the ear. What are you playing, man? Because I know, yeah, I'm not playing enough now. My calluses are I've got soft hands now, soft upper class hands. I need to punch a bucket of sand and cement or something and water. But yeah, it's a bugger when that happens. Nothing. James Paratrooper, documentary National Parks by Ken Burns. You need some ointment for that then. It's really good. Redback Spider. Adelaide Comets versus the Para Hills. I suppose it's better than the Parramatta Eels, which means eels. Parramatta Hills nights on the YouTube. Friday, 8:15 p.m. South Australia time. Football South Australia links. I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, that's something I want to check. I think Gladesville Ride Magic have got a home game this weekend, and I've got to remember to go because I really fancy seeing a game. Oh no, they've got a game tomorrow, but it's the Cup. It's the Cup. It's the Australian FA Cup preliminary round. They're playing Mr. P, whoever that is. Who's Mr. P? Mystery team. We should beat them then. But we beat Sydney University the other week. That was good. 30th of March. 30th of March. Playing Parramatta. Oh, that's going to be a chewy one. Eels. Play anything, Paul. Mainly rock or flamenco gypsy stuff, eh? Ah, right. Well, I mean, even though I suppose Django Reinhardt didn't play like gypsy music, but he was one, wasn't he? Him and his three fingers. He used to just bugger off. Is Django coming in tonight? No. When's he back? September? We don't know. Hot Club de Paris. Brilliant. PBS documentary Civil War by Ken Burns is outstanding. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I like learning about the country I'm in at the moment more than anything. Because, it's all the same shit, isn't it? It's all the same shit. Century after century, all this war and all that sort of stuff. I don't know, man. I think we would learn by now, especially since we've been able to, record stuff for, 100 years. You'd think you'd look at it and go, bloody hell, we're not doing that again, are we? Well, you never know, man. Maybe someday. There's always a chance for a bit of peace and love everywhere, Lot less effort. Speaking of peace and love, we'd better check in with the. I'll see how what the debate channel is thinking of the Fulham game. Yeah, they're not happy. Yusarian says, let's coin and popularise the use of our opposition teams' names with an additional Y to refer them to. It's just us, isn't it? I've thought about it, but it doesn't really work. Arsenal-y Liverpool-y. I don't know. Super Spurs to Spursy. I just, like I said in my video today, man, I just find it a bit disappointing that I get other fans saying it, totally understand it, and I don't care. But when our own fans, make a point of saying it, I don't know. Rubs me up the wrong way, man. It rubs me up the wrong way. Sanchez, Bethnal Green, Django, I just improvise. Fuck playing other people's stuff. Yeah, no, brilliant, man. That's pretty much what I do as well. In fact, that sentiment is my own and the people I play with as well. And it's it's funny. So I haven't been to a jam night for quite a while, but when you go to a jam night, sometimes like when you get cool people, it's a wonderful thing to do. But then sometimes you get up there with people, and they'll just say, "What songs do you know?" And I don't know. I don't know any songs. I just I'll pick it up with my ear and I'll have a go. That's basically it. But I don't learn. I mean, I know a few, but not like a catalogue. And the number of times I go up there and I still don't know it. And you just go, oh, here we go. I go, Mustang Sally! And it's like, oh, why does everyone fucking sing Mustang Sally? Whereas I'm like you, man, I just like to, make it up and see what plops out. That's all this music in the background. It's just us mucking around. It's just playing around, having fun. Very rewarding. Kev Knight. Paul, is nothing quite like amateur Sunday league football for pure entertainment. No pussyfooting around. It's just full-on blood and guts stuff. As the comment scrolls off the screen. With football played the old-fashioned way. That's why I want to go, man. That's why I want to go see my local team that are playing in New South Wales Division 3. I just feel like a bit of... Like the last football game I went to was my daughter's grand final last year, which they won 6-1, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know what the crowd would be like. I don't know if it'd be like 10 people or 100. I don't think it's giving me a huge crowd or anything, but just a bit of football. Oh, like you say, bit of old-fashioned, bit of this. Where is it? Where'd I put it? I know I put it somewhere. Bit of this. Oldie worldy. Oldie worldy football. That's what we want. Shame Ben Kaufman isn't in here. He always accused me of looking like Jack Hargreaves. Now I'm assuming I'm not going to get copyright pinged for this because I think this recording was done 100 years ago-ish. But I don't know. Adam McFarland. This club makes my brain hurt. I take some Panadol and toughen up. Toughen up, man. We're all right. We're going to get... A couple of weeks we'll smash Luton, don't worry. God, it's gone all hot and humid again. The climate, man. It has changed so much over here in the last 30 years. It really has. James Paratrooper, we haven't evolved since our first ancestors picked up a rock and a club to strike a fellow human in a fit of anger. Yeah, like I reckon once you've got fire, that's it. It's party time, isn't it? Fire. Kick back. No, we had to do dumb stuff like invent the wheel, didn't we? That's where it all went wrong. The wheel. What do you need a bloody wheel for? You only need a wheel if you want to carry around more shit than you need. It's unnecessary. Agriculture. Yeah, let's all eat grain. Giannis Rabulis, 76 to 2003. Damn long time, Paul. Oh, okay. But then we did a double. Okie dokie. Well, there's a long old break, though, isn't it? I want guts and glory. Yeah, you want a bit of this, don't you? I'll tell you what you want. Not like that. Bit of this. Glory, glory, hallelujah. And the Spurs go marching on. Bit of that. That's what we want. That's what this club's about. This is Spursy. Bloody Spursy. And the Spurs go marching on. Hey, that's what Spursy is. Redback Spider. I was in a backyard band with my brother. Perfect. We made a CD of our own songs in the 90s. Wonderful. Spent 2 days in a studio in the Adelaide Hills. Ha! Knocked out 10 songs. Brilliant. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. And anyone can, well, nearly anyone can do it, pick up an instrument, just get a little bit okay with it. And if you're playing with the right people, like some of the people I've played with are just like, brilliant. But a lot, they're also quite generous, They're not, honestly, B flat diminished seventh or something. They'll help you along. They'll find the vibe and everything. It's really cool, really cool. Sanchez Bethnal Green. In my reality, Hoddle still plays and Perryman is still shouting. It's the way it is, eh? Ah, dear, oh dear. Good days. I can't remember actually Perryman being that shouty. I know he was very good at getting Keith Birkinshaw's instructions out and making sure they did it out in the field, but I can't remember him being, full of all that. He was a bit more cultured, I think. Sanchez Bethnal Green got no glasses on. Forgive the spelling. Oh, it's all right, man. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you got it. That's it. Come on, you Spurs. That's it. Go on, you Spurs. James Paratrooper. There are haters and lovers. I'm a lover. Who loves you, baby? That's right. Bit of Kojak. Not J.R. Ewing. I don't know. He was a dick, wasn't he? Dirty Den. Dirty Den. Sanchez Bethnal Green. Fuck yeah, glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. Only podcast I've heard it play. Oh, I don't really listen to much Spurs podcasts these days. I'll listen to what have I got? I'll listen to them when they've got like old players on, or ex-Spurs players. I like hearing what they have to say. Steve Perryman hasn't done one for 3 months. I love his podcasts. View from the Lane. Old Danny Kelly lost me a bit. He was bagging us out at the beginning of the season, saying like, pragmatic, plan B, all that. It's like, oh, fucking hell, Danny. You're a hippie like me, man. Come on. What are you doing? So I don't really listen to that now. Oh, Spurs show I listen to now and then. They've got a live with Peter Taylor. That'd be fun. He's a bit of a character. Next door neighbour of someone in the comments as well. That's a good film with a musical cigarette. Whoa, you get lost in that one. It's beautiful. Wonderful. Wonderful film. Giannis Rubilis. I don't ever remember sacking my coach. Yeah. It doesn't work that way around, does it? Oh, dear, oh, dear. Ah, well. That's for that's for other people to worry about. I'm all right. I just, I think part of why I'm sort of all right about it as well, I think the watch-alongs have been useful for me because it gets it all out while it's happening. Like instead of me, lying on the couch and it's usually dark. I'm just lying there watching it. Like, oh, fuck, we're going 3-1 down. And I just sit there and I'll ring my mate up. Yeah, we bloody lost again. But because I'm doing a watch along, it's like, letting it all out. It's good. It's cathartic. Sanchez Bethnal Green, Eltel. Oh, yeah, Eltel Cockerell. Yeah, Eltel Perryman and yourself are my go-to shows. Thanks, man. Or rock and hippie guitar shows. Yeah, I listen to the odd, cult movie thing, I suppose. A couple of Spurs ones, but not a lot, not an awful lot. You're sorry, and would be interesting to know where all the Spurs catch cries derive from. Big up is an interesting one. I don't know, man. I think that isn't. Is that just? It's not just us, is it? But that was one of those things because I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not in my 20s anymore, so Big Up was one of those things that's like, because I first started going on people's channels, I suppose 2 years ago, was it? 2 years ago, something like that. I think it was 2 years ago. Irish Hotspur was the first one I went on to. Gave me a lovely welcome. Good guys, David and Jack. And Big Up. Everyone was bigging each other up, and I was sitting there going, but now I'm quite used to it. It's all right. Big Up. I'm comfortable with it. I'm not so comfortable with smash that like and subscribe. I just figure if you want to do it, you're going to do it, aren't you? I don't need to remind you. And if I tell you to do it and you go, okay, you're probably going to unsubscribe the minute you go, fuck, tell me what to do. Now that your hypnotic baby blue eyes are not in my face anymore, I've got my own free will back. Unsubscribe, thumbs down. So I don't know. But I know that's how you're supposed to do it. Anyway, folks, look, been going nearly an hour here. I will just give something a little test because I haven't been able to test it. And seeing as it's a very cool crowd in here tonight, I think you'll understand, and I think your Sarian will understand. Yeah, there we go. It does work. All right, I'll keep that one up my sleeve. There we go. Order is restored. Maybe some of you didn't even notice that. Didn't even notice it. James Paratroop. Jesus was the first hippie. I'm sure there's loads of hippies, man. Loads all through the years. We were all hippies once in a while. Bit of fire, bit of hunting, bit of, making some music, making some beats. Wonderful old life. And then the wheel came along and it all went to... and there's more in 24. Anyway, I don't want to leave it all on a downer. Don't want to leave it on a downer. Got a bit of hype. Bit of Flavor Flav. That's what we want. Giannis Rubilis. I forgot to hit like. Oh, don't worry about it. Kev Knight. I remember back in the day when I used to take my... Where's this going? I can see a couple of words ahead and I just get a bit scared, But we'll see. I'll take my ex-girlfriend's son to play Sunday League games. Okay. It's amazing how invested you become when having rows over dirty tackles with other parents. I used to... When I used to take my kids, I used to stand so far away from the other parents because they were just venomous, horrible. Things are in a bad way when you go to a kiddies football game, anywhere up to under 18, and there's signs there saying about respect and reminding people not to be a complete abusive cockhead, and they still do it. I feel sorry for the refs, and for one thing, I mean, They're just giving them. I think most of them they seem to be just giving up their time so people can play football. They like football. They seem all right. You get the odd one that's a bit of a, school teacher, but that's all right as well. And the kids, the amount of abuse they get from parents is absolutely shocking. How are you kids going to develop any fun for this game? It's, pass the ball, all shit. This is what they're saying to their own kids, man. Their own kids. So I used to just go far away from them. I didn't want to be involved in that scene as well. Oh, are you gonna do the oranges next? No, I'm not. Bugger off, leave me alone. He's lost the chat. Oh, well, if you're sorry he's lost the chat, we'll have him instead. There we go. Craig the Gecko Man. It's not you specific, see, I can do it for anyone. It's not just you, man. See, there we go. Craig the Gecko Man, I got big up from United Spurs of America. Yay! Well, Jacob.
Where?
Make sure I wear my baseball cap on backwards, man. That's it. You want to be? I think some of them wear their jeans back, don't they? Is that still a thing? Crisscross, wearing all their clothes backwards. Oh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out, Derek! Oh. Watch out, man. It's all right. We'll stick up for you. We'll stick up for you. Or will we? Anyway, on that note, I think I might call it a day here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I am enjoying doing this. Thank you very much for popping along. Yep, still works. Good. I don't know if I'll be doing it tomorrow morning, but we'll see how we go. And but hey, thanks people in the chat for keeping this all going. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And if you've clicked like and subscribe, that's nice of you. Thank you very much. But don't bust the gut. And if you're watching it afterwards, well, you're coming to the party too, because everyone that's watching, I get a little cha-ching for it, which is really nice, which means I can do a bit more of this and a bit less of that. Yeah. It is raining, isn't it? All right, folks. Well, I'll see you around, man. I'll see you around. Peace and love. Away. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Come on, you Spurs. Hey, look, I updated the members. Oh, it's gone now, isn't it? Oh, shit. Never mind. See ya.